There's the
Once
camera.
Upon a Wednesday, Pikachu.
Look at that thing.
This was made by my daughter.
It was. I mistakenly said Zoe,
Yeah,
and I heard about it
you did.
from all of your girls. All of them smacked me across the face.
Well, they're mean. I mean, they're just mean. They're part of the Mean Girls group.
Oh, it's so
Happy.
good.
Yeah, look at this.
Look at this, guys.
Guys, this is the Moonbryon, as we call it in the Pokemon world, because, you know, I'm a huge Pokemon guy.
It's huge. This card is huge.
You got it.
Andy.
You bought it and got it graded for us.
I love this card.
You did a great job.
It's one of the coolest modern Pokemon
Hi, DK.
cards
We miss
I've
you.
ever seen.
DK's selling a lot of houses. He doesn't want to come see us anymore.
That big house on Geist selling.
Dude, I want that one so bad. I
That's a
want
nice
it, DK.
one. Yeah.
I want to be on the water like that, man. Ooh, that looks good.
That would.
We are at episode 103.
Oh man, that's a lot of
103.
episodes.
That is amazing. Hi, Alex. He's on YouTube. How are you, my friend?
Thank you.
So we have a few things to talk about with a very short amount of time again because we have this little time crunch going on to make sure we go get girls at basketball practice at 6 o'clock. He'll set the showing up. I'm in.
Yes.
Got 7 digits for the sale number, so I don't know if I can afford that one.
We could just go hang out there and just.
Do they accept Jordan cards as payment? Hey,
No,
Jeff.
you're supposed to buy
Hi, Kaysen.
that city.
Jeff? City.
You're supposed to buy that city. The one I always joke about. Where the pizza place is. Oh gosh, I'm drawing
I
a big
don't
old
remember.
brain fart. But
Hi,
anywho,
Micah.
it's so good to see so many of our regulars jumping on.
Jack
today.
asked if Quinn got any of the new evolutions from Prismatic. I don't know. Quinn's looking for Prismatic. If anybody's got any, I know that.
Yeah, we are here in the shop. If any of you are looking to sell some of your ETBs, we are more than happy to buy them from you or trade. Yeah.
Yeah, and that Moonbryon's pretty cool. I mean, I did not realize the popularity of that card, and people are starting to compare it to the original Charizard, right? Like as far as growth and like percentage value and everything, almost daily and weekly, I think is what
I
it
like
is.
to compare the base set Charizard is like a 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle. It's always going to be desired. Everybody in the Pokemon world wants that card. I think this card is like a LeBron Exquisite RPA. That's the best comparison I can say.
Not the same value.
Not the same value, but it's in that realm as far as desirability.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm doing fine, Gunner. We were going to talk about that. We might as well just jump in and congratulate our friends that cheered for the Ohio State University. Big win Monday night. Big loss for the Irish. It was still a good performance for the Irish. They had one quarter.
Correct.
That second quarter was brutal.
It was.
We went into halftime and I felt completely deflated. Then they go give up that touchdown at the beginning of the second half. I'm like, it's over. It's over. We did it again. We fell flat on our face. And then, no, we are the Fighting Irish for a reason.
Yeah.
The Fighting Irish came back and fought within
Yes.
one score and a 2-point conversion, but couldn't convert it. Couldn't get the ball down the field and score. But you know what? I'm proud of the Irish. This is a season that you tell me back in September that Notre Dame would be in the national championship, I would have laughed you out that door right there. I
Unbelievable
would have
season.
laughed you out that door.
Proud
I
of
am
the team.
so happy that Notre Dame came back and played strong and be able to, Ohio State is the most talented team in the country.
Yeah.
There's no question.
yeah.
I said that before. I'll say
Yeah.
it again. They're the most talented team in the country, and when they play to their top of their ability, nobody's beating Ohio State. But their coach is not the greatest coach in the country. I'm sorry. Mine is. Notre Dame's it.
I had
It was a good game.
I
agree.
had 2 bullet
Hi,
points.
Troy.
Now I have 3. So the first bullet point that I want to bring up based off of that, I love you said it that night at halftime. It was like usually the Irish would just fold.
Yeah.
In years past, they just fold, they get dominated, they get beat 41-14, whatever.
That's exactly the score that the Alabama game was in 2012.
Really?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, I just guessed that. And I love the fight, and it gives me hope for the future. When you have that type of leader and head coach, I mean, you really want to follow his lead, and I think he's going to bring that spirit, that Lou Holtz spirit back to
Lou Holtz?
It's a Notre
Spirit
Dame.
of Lou Holtz?
So freaking good. My second point is, what is this whole Ohio versus the world thing?
Nobody likes him outside of Ohio State.
I don't get
I'm
it,
sorry. It truly is. Like, they did polls throughout the country, and that's why they had those, like, views of the U.S. map. And Ohio and West Virginia were the only two states where a majority of fans were cheering for Ohio State. Every other state in the country during this poll had a majority Notre Dame over Ohio State fanship, not like who's going to win. Because your casual bettor was going to bet Ohio State on that game, right? They were 8.5-point favorites. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It is Ohio versus the world. But, shout out to my Ohio State fan friends. Card Collector 2, Ryan, I know you were at the game. My son got to go to the game with my dad. That was a blast. He said he had the most fun possible time. The electricity of being at a championship where all the marbles are on the table, it's pretty fun.
Where it came down to the final 5 minutes, too.
It did. We had it down to an 8-point game.
Absolutely.
And we needed to make that 3rd and 11 stop. Couldn't make it.
Yep.
Throw it to the best wide receiver in the country, and he made that play.
Absolutely.
Their fans are pretty obnoxious. Oh, I love it. Let's get back to cards. Let's get back to cards. I'm happy for the outcome, but I'm happy for the season, but not for the final outcome.
Correct.
Let's get back to cards. We got one massive thing to talk about. We'll give it a quick run. Did you hear what finally got pulled?
The Paul Livy Dunn debut card.
He's bumbling on it because it's such a big card. An 11-year-old kid pulled a $500,000+ card. I love it. I know it's old news because it happened yesterday. Isn't that funny? It's old news because it happened yesterday, thanks to social media. I know that they're keeping it low key. They're not outing who this is and where it was pulled and everything. Right. I guarantee you, Topps got their fingers in the mess, saying we want to publicize this and we want to make it a huge deal, right?
Yeah.
The Pirates just came out and said our deal's still on the table today.
I love it.
With all the tickets and the experience with Paul Skeens and Livy Dunn's suite and all that kind of fun.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, Micah says not one photo of it shown, though. I believe this one, guys, because Topps has fully sunk into the publicity of this card being pulled. My guess, again, this is total guesses, is it was a redemption card. All right? And the kid has not actually gotten the physical card yet, and that's why Topps is probably going to do some sort of, neat reveal for this kid.
I like that, yeah.
That's what I would do if I were Topps. Hopefully, if you haven't done that, and we know how much you love Once Upon a Wednesday, and you guys watch it every single Wednesday.
They do. They're tuned in right now.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Mr. Mahan is watching us.
Do a reveal, okay? Have some fun. We'll tag Mike Mahan on this and
it.
Tell him to make sure he does this the right way. It's in L.A. It's in his backyard. Mike lives in the L.A. area. So that was just awesome. I was super, super excited about hearing that it got pulled by somebody like that. And, no offense to the breakers, but we kind of want to see a mixture of things not being pulled on a break, and it's fun to see it by a different manner, right? Can we go to another one, though? Or you want to say?
I was just going to say, I saw a few people ask, was it pulled from a blaster box? We don't know where it was pulled yet.
We don't know.
My hope is it was pulled from a hobby shop.
I don't care. If it was a mega at a Target, great, whatever. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I would assume it was from a jumbo or a breakers box or something like that, just because of the fierceness and level of value of that card.
I just to piggyback off what somebody said, sometimes it's nice when it's not pulled by a breaker, though, and it's especially nice when it's pulled from some of our friends within the hobby at a hobby shop.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point I was trying to make there. So, yeah, I couldn't agree more. I'm so happy a breaker didn't get it, and it's so great that an 11-year-old baseball fan got the card. So neat.
Very, very happy for that. Let's go to another card. And I think we're getting more and more conspiracy running around this card in the industry. And that is the picture that everybody's seen of the Steph Curry Superfractor 1/1 Topps Chrome rookie being
pulled. What the heck? Yeah.
Where there's smoke, there's fire in this situation, Sugar. I'm a big believer. I don't think that card legitimately got pulled. I do not. The way that they're trying to hold the card up, the way they have it next to his body, there's no footage of it being open. I mean, everything, I think it was Caged Lawyer. You know Caged Lawyer, the guy that's in New York? Yeah. He's a super nice guy. He had some great bullet points of a defense of how that card doesn't look real sitting in his hands, and all the evidence to prove that we don't think that was actually pulled. You know what I mean? It totally looked photoshopped. I agree, Jack.
Yeah.
100% agree. Thanks, BW Massey. I'm glad you had a good experience, man. We want to keep that up. I don't believe it either, Chad. I really don't. I think it's complete fabrication. I also know number 2 is how few boxes are out there And
Correct.
nobody really has the you-know-whats to open a box of that kind of stuff. And if you did, you're gonna video it. We get excited about videoing, like, what did we do the other day? Elvis boxes this morning. We opened Elvis Leaf boxes, and we're gonna video that because it's a cool, fun release. There's no way that somebody's not videoing or taking a good footage of a 2009 Topps Jumbo or Hobby box.
Micah said it best. This is what I was going to say. A breaker with no cameras on while you're opening how much is that box?
A jumbo box is $25,000 to $35,000.
So if you're
a hobby box is like $10,000.
You're gonna open that box
Yeah.
and not have any
Correct.
cameras on it. Yeah.
And Filth Bomb is a massive breaker.
Right.
They would be doing it on camera. Period.
Absolutely.
100% confident.
Yes.
So I think it's fake, guys. I really do. The fix is in, guy. I 100% agree. So let's not get our hopes up that the Curry Superfractor's out there. But if it were real,
Oh my gosh.
let's just give you guys can do this, a hypothetical value of what that Curry Superfractor would be worth right now. One of one, let's assume it's a PSA 9, nothing ever gets a 10 anymore, and how much it would go for. I'm going to throw a ballpark number out there, and I'm going to say $5.8 million.
I'm higher. I talked to you about this last week when we saw it. I think it could get 10 million. I really do.
Get better, guy. I don't know
really
what's
do.
going on, but please recover quickly, whatever it is, man. We'll keep you in our prayers.
Oh, definitely higher than 1 million.
Thanks, Gunner.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Casey's at 4.7. Micah's at 5.5. I think there's a handful of people.
Ooh, hip replacement surgery. Ouch.
It's the best Steph Curry card in existence.
Oh, by far. Well, no. Treasure's Logo Man 1 of 1 is better than the Superfractor.
You think?
100%. What would you guys take?
So
the
let's
Superfractor or the Treasure's Logo Man 1 of 1 rookie?
Our soon-to-be sponsors, Card Ladder. Let's see what Card Ladder, the biggest selling card of Steph Curry ever is. Let's see. Are you excited to see this?
I am.
Oh,
That's not even the Logo Man.
that's not the logo, man. $1.08 million.
Back at the height of the hobby.
National
22.
Treasures, the true RPA.
Everybody's saying Logo Man. I think I got you on this one.
Man.
I mean, you're at old school. You're an old
Yeah,
soul.
but is the logo? So there's a Logo Man rookie.
It's out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's out there.
Okay.
Yep, it's been pulled and it is out there. I'd rather. Oh, Jack says he'd rather have the Super. Jack is devil's advocate. Ever since the Notre Dame Indiana game, I just can't value any of his opinions. I'm just kidding, Jack. I love you. Doug says Logo Man. I love it. I totally agree, guys. It's a fun conversation, right?
It is,
And that
yeah.
card will be pulled. I mean, we talk about all the big one of ones that haven't been surfaced out of the market yet, and there's a lot of big ones, but there isn't any bigger one than the Steph Curry 1 of 1.
Yeah, I agree.
The Luka Black
Yeah,
pales in
it's-
comparison
agreed.
to the Steph Curry Superfractor.
Agree. Completely agree. Yeah.
For sure. Okay, I'm glad we're all on the same page.
And we always talk about the Mbappe Superfractor, and that's not even on the level of the Luka Black. Yeah, they're
I
different
agree.
levels. Yeah, absolutely.
Kev's on YouTube. Kev says Logo Man. Thanks for joining the YouTube site,
Yeah,
Kev.
we appreciate it.
Yeah, we're getting a few little followers here on YouTube. We're gonna build it up. This is an entertainment show, right?
Right.
So it's fun to talk cards. Like we've been getting
is.
into other stuff on our conversations,
is.
but
Agreed.
I'm excited about talking cards today. And I just feel like the card industry is at a very stable level again.
It is.
And
Yeah.
these chase cards have gotten more publicity than I've ever seen anything in my life.
I could
Ever
not
seen
agree more.
anything.
Yes.
There's two cards that I think in today's day and age that would be the biggest selling cards, and of course I'm going to go on the Jordan train right now. That would be the biggest selling cards that anybody has ever seen. Number one is if the 86 Fleer ever had a black label BGS 10.
Oh, can you imagine?
A black label BGS 10 would be unbelievable. And it's still a possibility. There's one absolutely perfect 86 Fleer sitting out there somewhere. And I know, like remember Probstein at the National last year? Do you know the
yeah.
story? He went to BGS. He had all of his PSA 10s looked at to cross into any BGS 10, not even a black label.
Gosh.
I think it was 31 PSA 10s, and not one card crossed into a BGS 10.
Shut up.
He was really mad.
Wow.
Like really, really, really mad. And so that tells you how like tightly wound BGS is about giving a Jordan a BGS 10 pristine or a Black Label pristine.
Right.
So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
The one bigger card that is going to surface eventually as well is the Star 101 and a PSA 10.
Because none exists.
Zero.
There's 3 9s. Is
There's
that right?
0 Black Label Fleers and there's 0 PSA 10 Jordan Star 101s. I'm just calling it right now. When you guys see that happen, and it's a win, not an if, it will happen in this lifetime while we're here. I cannot wait to talk about it and get everybody's guesses
Huge.
about what it would sell for. We're talking tens of millions of dollars.
It'd be huge.
And people have a hard time wrapping that around their head, but literally tens of millions of dollars. It's going to be awesome. So, what's up, Hunter?
Hunter, what's up?
Orest, how are you, my friend? GameStop getting Blooming Waters.
Yeah,
February
Blooming
7th.
Waters. That's right. Yeah.
Is that like a GameStop exclusive?
It's like the next Pokemon thing. I didn't know it was a GameStop exclusive. If it is, yes, I might have some connections there still.
Oh, yeah. I like it. Speaking about Star, why do you think that market is dropping? More stuff is getting crossed over to PSA, and you're seeing a lot more of like the 5s, 6s, and 7s getting listed. So, it's a supply and demand thing, James. So you're not seeing 8s or higher dropping at all. There's an 8 currently on fanaticscollect.com that goes off tomorrow night. You guys need to watch that. There's a PSA 8.5 that's on Heritage that goes off in about a week. That one on Heritage is already up to like $160,000.
Oh my goodness.
The Fanatics Collect is in the 6 figures already too for a PSA 8. So
Wow.
They're gonna explode, man. So you're right. 4s, 5s, 6s, and 7s are definitely coming down a little bit, and they needed to, right? We didn't need to see this inflated number on the Star 101 for the low to mid-grade stuff.
Yep.
So don't freak out. Don't freak out. Jeff says a Star 101 PSA 10, 23 million. Why did you choose 23? Well said, Jeff. Well said.
Card Professor, I got an
Andy.
Otani Black Label graded card through Indie Card Exchange. Hey, that's good.
I actually saw that one.
I
Morris.
love that.
That's a great one. I love it. Andy hired
GameStop
Sugar for his
Connect.
GameStop Connect.
I got a couple left.
My wife says she married me for my incredibly good looks.
I could see that.
She's a liar.
Was it vice versa?
Yep.
Did we talk about the Wemby jersey on Golden? Thoughts on that? Man,
That's
sucked.
a funny one.
That sucked. For me, I don't know. I mean, we don't know the situation the kid was in, but then I saw people say that, and it's like, well, they were sitting courtside. So they probably weren't in bad shape. But man, if somebody gave something to me, I definitely wouldn't go be running to an auction house to try to sell it. That kind
I
of
think
sucks.
the auction house was running to him
You think?
to get him to sell it. Well, that's what they do. They
That's
get
rough.
that's what I guarantee they're running to this kid that's in California that just pulled the skeins. Every major auction house wants to list that card, right?
True.
They want to have the publicity that they're the ones that actually listed that card.
Right.
So it's just part of the game now. We have to, like, I don't like it personally. Like, it's not ethically wrong. It's not morally wrong. It's just what's the word? It just puts a little bit of a sour taste in your mouth.
It does.
But
yeah.
that's also the nature of this market now too. So I have a hard time like getting upset with any memorabilia unless you truly are saying this is my personal collection. This is my personal collection. And yeah, Kevin's right. It's really hard to know other people's financial situations. Like the guy that caught the Otani ball, I think it was, or some big home run ball. That guy was like a lottery ticket for that guy. He was able to sell it for 6 figures, and he was living paycheck to paycheck. So those are the kind of things where we can all have our opinions, but we all have to be able to accept it and not, don't throw any shade at these people is my advice to you guys, right?
Well, I think the thing that's going to happen, it's going to be a ripple effect with other athletes not wanting to give things away because they don't want them to monetize off of what they give away.
True.
I think that's going to happen more and more. And
Go ahead.
Wemby was just doing this really cute,
Yeah.
amazing thing with this kid and having this special moment.
Yeah.
And then a week later, he sees it being exploited all over the internet, and he's probably like, "Well, what the heck?"
I would have loved to have seen Wemby try on the kid's jersey.
That would have been hilarious.
That thing
yes.
was like this big. Can you imagine Wemby trying to fit in that thing? It'd be like a halter top, like a women's
Yeah.
halter top.
That's funny.
But no, I mean, I love the opinions, guys. You guys have some great feedback. Brian said the kid who pulled the Skeens should hold out for me. Why would he really care about Pirates season tickets being from Cali? I mean, he's not going to get season tickets. The kid's going to cash out. His parents are going to be involved, whatever it is. Hold out for more. Yeah, I thought you meant more. Sorry. Troy agrees with you. He said exactly, Sugar.
What if the Pirates do a deal with the Dodgers and do a trade? So they're just like, hey, we'll give you this amount of money if you give this kid 30 years of tickets. You don't think?
I don't think they care that much. So from what I know is the Pirates are trying to do this for Skeens to get his card back. That's supposedly what it is. But again, that's just all rumors. The Wemby situation too, like if you guys notice, Wemby doesn't care about his memorabilia. Wemby hands it off to people. I mean, he gave it to JJ Redick's kid, which was super cool.
That was.
I love that so much. I mean,
was neat.
For what they just had gone through with the California fires, like
heartbreaking.
yeah, it's heartbreaking. So, we give Wemby credit for what he's doing. I mean, the guy, in pouring rain, was in New York City playing chess at Washington Square.
That was so cool.
Those are neat things. I think this kid is.
I love that.
This kid's special. I'm learning more and more about him, and I'm starting to like him a whole lot more.
Absolutely.
It's neat. But
absolutely.
So yeah, the Dodgers don't need any more money. You got that right there.
That's good. I like
Amen to that in all caps. They're doing just fine for themselves. They can't spend it enough, right? Athletes make money off us, so I say it's a fair game. I agree. That's a great point, Matt. Great point. James says, money-wise, what do you think the Skeens card could sell for via auction house or private party? We already know the floor is $500,000. That's the floor because there's already bounties out for that.
For a pitcher
At auction, I could see it hitting over $1 million.
for a pitcher.
I agree.
Gosh.
I agree. He's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime pitcher so far if he stays healthy. He is very dominant, but I think it's over $1 million just because this market, the winner of that card wants the publicity that they have it, and they're willing to pay strong on it because it's a true one of one.
I'm gonna make my the Sugar's bold proclamation here.
What is it?
Skeens is Steven Strasburg Part 2.
Ouch. Please don't
telling
let that
you.
be. We don't need that.
Strasburg I remember chasing Strasburg stuff back in the day, and in his debut, he was absolutely dominant. And I feel like Skeens has so much hype, it's going to be hard for him to live up to that hype. You got to think spending $500,000, $1 million on a Skeens card, and I've got Nolan Ryan cards sitting in the high-end case here for $500. I mean, that's unbelievable.
It's a whole different world we live in.
It
Lucas
is.
Lockhart pulled a big one today. And Anthony Edwards Silver out of one pack of Prism 2020 that we had on the shelf today. Nice job, man. You are on fire.
That's awesome.
If you guys are Michigan fans, go check out MC Sports Cards on eBay because Lucas has the one-of-one JJ McCarthy
Such a cool
Jumpman
card.
logo patch auto.
It's really cool.
Shane is a certified hater. You're a hater.
Hater.
You are a hater. In the win.
DK, you're so mean to me.
Never invest in pitchers, Chad says. Indianapolis Indian legend Paul Skeens. Sugar spot on. Wow, Micah says he's Steven Strasburg as well. Jack says you're tough. That would be tough. But Shane's tough. You can tell he looks tough, right? That's awesome.
I'm sporting the big forehead.
You
today.
tell him, Sugar.
No hat, baby.
He's a hater.
You sound like Wimp.
Yeah, you're a hater, Sugar. Come on, Shane. Anyway, we got to actually cut it off in 2 minutes. Kind of sad.
We do.
I don't know if Jeremy's on today, but I'm kind of missing our trivia if we don't have our normal Coco the Gorilla trivia.
It's so sad.
Sugar's not invited to house showings anymore. No, that was for me, Jack. I'm going to pay with Jordan cards and buy that, waterside mansion that DK's selling. DK better spend some of his commission money at Indy Card Exchange. That's all I can say. You better, buddy, since we don't ever see you anymore.
Right. Anything else you can think of that's going on this
Thoughts on Ichiro missing one vote for unanimous Hall of Famer?
It's the same guy that didn't vote for Jeter.
You're
The
kidding.
same guy.
So he's just trying to be a
Freaking Red Sox fan, I tell ya.
Yeah, that's just wrong.
Ugh.
That's wrong. I wonder if he'll vote for Pujols because Pujols is coming up too, and he deserves to be a unanimous first ballot. Salty Shane. I like that, Jeff. We're switching his name. He's not Sugar anymore.
CC Sabathia made it. I love it. Love seeing some Yankees guys make it. It's so good.
Okay, long-term ski. Ooh, great question by Alex on the YouTube side. Long-term, Skeens debut patch or the Caitlin Clark 1/1 Fever Superfractor?
No hesitation, the Caitlin Clark. No hesitation. I'd much rather have that card. She is Steph Curry for the WNBA. She's going to.
Does the WNBA values hold up though?
I think so. I think she is changing the way women's sports is going to be looked at going forward. Other than women's soccer, because women's soccer does get a lot of love for everything they've done in the Olympics and
Jack says
World
Caitlin.
Cup and stuff.
He agrees with you as well.
No hesitation, I would take Caitlin.
Everybody's agreeing with you today. I kind of don't like it. It's gross. Everybody's agreeing with Sugar. I'm the bad guy today. It's okay. It's hard not
That's
to.
a good question, Alex.
Great question.
I like it.
Caitlin will be transcendent.
Agreed.
Completely
Completely agree.
So the pressure's on Caitlin, not on Skeens, though. Just so you guys know, Skeens doesn't have to be someone who transcends the game of women's basketball or professional baseball, right? Skeens is going to be Randy Johnson, maybe. In a positive way.
Yeah.
Like he could be Steven Strasburg in a negative way. He could be Randy Johnson in a positive way.
And both
where he throws the heat. He's dominant.
Agreed.
But Randy Johnson, if he had an MLB debut patch auto, he's not going to be $1 million.
No, God, no.
Right. So that's the worry about. I mean, we're buying into the hype.
Right.
Caitlin's hype is going to be huge, and if she does truly stay on this level, on the way she plays, the impact that she has on the game, the impact that she has on women's sports in general, I could see it. I would go Caitlin too. I agree with Shane. We all agree with Shane today.
I don't know, man. I already think she's transcended the game. I mean, gosh, we got. She was just in the booth with Taylor Swift at the Chiefs game.
No comment.
She's been on Saturday Night Live. I mean, she's doing all this amazing stuff. She's loving Indianapolis. She's repping our city tremendously. I really think she's going to come out this year and just be an absolute beast. I really do.
I do too. I want her card values to continue to increase.
And how many rookie cards is she going to have at the end of the day? 3 pack pulled, Origins, Select, and Prism?
Base ones, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I agree. Okay, we all agree with Sugar today. Today's the Agree with Sugar episode 103.
I'll take it. I don't win too many episodes.
Oh, whatever. You're the man. Get out of here. Guys, we got to run. It's time to go get my daughter, but I hope you all had a great day today and finish the evening out strong. Get some rest.
Thank you for the interaction. We had some really good responses today.
Was fun.
Yeah, that was a really good interaction, and I think it was fun because we kept it card focused today.
I agree.
So
I missed it. We're gonna keep it that way.
Absolutely. All right, guys.
We're supposed to give you a quick little shout out. If you guys got an email from us to complete our survey, please do it.
We want your feedback.
Be honest. Don't be sarcastic. We've got a few good sarcastic ones that are they're funny, but doesn't help us, right?
Yeah, give
if
us
you
some
got
feedback.
Those, oh, Wimp's on. Yeah, Wimp. Hi, Wimp. Okay. Guys, love you all. We got to run. Talk to y'all soon.
Peace out, guys.